Welcome to the Principality of Monaco, where glamour, prestige and high-octane action come together for one of the most exciting and iconic events in the world of motorsports, the Monaco Grand Prix. Held annually on the narrow and challenging circuit de Monaco, this race has a history dating back to the early days of Formula 1 and has attracted the biggest names and brightest stars in the sport over the years. The history of the Monaco Grand Prix dates back to the early 20th century, when the automobile was still a relatively new invention. The Monaco Grand Prix was first held in 1929, and since then it has become one of the most iconic and prestigious events in the world of motorsports. But how did this small principality on the Mediterranean become the site of one of the world's most famous racetracks? The idea for a Grand Prix around the streets of Monaco came from Anthony Noguet, the president of the Monégasque Motor Club, Automobile Club de Monaco, and close friend of the ruling Grimaldi family. In the 1920s, reigning Prince Louis II wholeheartedly backed the idea of the race and financed its creation. The race was an instant success, drawing top drivers and teams from all over Europe. And over the years, the Circuit de Monaco has become one of the most iconic and challenging racetracks in the world, with its tight corners, steep inclines and narrow streets testing the skill and courage of even the most experienced drivers. And today, the Monaco GP remains one of the most prestigious and highly anticipated events in the world of motorsports, drawing spectators and fans from all over the world to witness the thrills and excitement of this iconic race. The Monaco Grand Prix has been a staple on the Formula 1 calendar since its inaugural season in 1950. With its narrow and winding streets, the Circuit de Monaco is considered one of the most challenging tracks in the world, requiring precision driving, skillful maneuvering and nerves of steel from the drivers who take on its twists and turns. Over the years, the Monaco Grand Prix has become synonymous with glamour, luxury and sophistication, attracting celebrities, royalty and high society from around the world to witness the action-packed spectacle that is F1 racing. The Monaco GP has seen some of the greatest drivers in the history of the sport compete for victory on its treacherous circuit. Legends like Ayrton Senna, who won the race a record 6 times, have left an incredible mark on the history of the Monaco GP. But the race has also seen its share of dramatic moments and upsets, with unexpected winners and shocking crashes keeping fans on the edge of their seats year after year. But the Monaco GP is more than just a race. It's an experience. The setting, with its picturesque harbour and opulent yachts, providing a backdrop of unparalleled luxury and elegance for the thousands of spectators who flock to Monaco every year to witness the race up close. And the atmosphere, with its electric buzz of excitement and anticipation, creates a sense of energy and passion that is unique to this historic event. The Circuit de Monaco is one of the most unique and challenging tracks on the Formula 1 calendar. With its narrow streets and tight corners, the track demands utmost precision and control from the drivers who race on it. The circuit is just over 3 kilometers long and features many iconic sections, such as the tunnel and the famous hairpin turn. The tunnel, which runs underneath a hotel and casino, is one of the most iconic sections of the track and provides a thrilling high-speed experience for the drivers as they blast through it at over 280 kilometers per hour. The hairpin turn, known as the Vermont hairpin, is one of the slowest corners on any Formula 1 circuit and requires a delicate balance of braking, downshifting and acceleration to navigate. But it's not just the tunnel and the hairpin that make the circuit de Monaco so challenging. The track is full of tight corners, chicanes and elevation changes that require a delicate touch and mastery of car control. Drivers must be able to navigate the narrow streets with precision while maintaining the speed and momentum needed to compete at the highest level.
Frentzen has just gone round in 1 minute 31.7. That is nearly 10 seconds faster than
the Monaco GP has provided some of the most unforgettable moments and incidents in the history of Formula 1. From Alberto Ascari's plunge into the harbour in 1955 to Ayrton Senna's dominant performance in the rain in 1984. This race has seen it all.
Well, Riccardo Patrese now has all the pressure off. He only has to cruise around the finish and he's sliding and he's lost it.
In 1982, the Monaco GP produced one of the most bizarre finishes in F1 history. With just a few laps remaining, several of the leading contenders crashed out of the race. Therefore, it has a nickname, the race nobody wanted to win. In the end, this race was won by Riccardo Patrese.
Harness for Ligier Mugen Honda, a wonderful fillip for the French team and their Japanese engine supplier. Exits the RAS.
In 1996, the Monaco Grand Prix produced another unusual result, with only 3 drivers finishing the race. Accidents and mechanical failures took out the majority of the field, leaving Olivier Panis, David Coulthard and Johnny Herbert as the only drivers to make it to the checkered flag. Panis, driving for the underdog Ligier team, took a surprise victory in what would be the only win of his career. In 2006, Kimi Räikkönen retired the race after his McLaren got an engine failure. But Kimi being Kimi, he decided to watch the race from his yacht with his shirt off and with a drink in his hand.
Ricciardo is sat there waiting. Did he make the call? Did the team make the call? Whoever made the call, the tyres weren't ready. Super soft tyres going on.
Perhaps one of the most dramatic moments in recent Monaco GP history came in 2016. When Daniel Ricciardo lost a certain victory due to a botched pit stop. Despite leading the race by a comfortable margin, a slow tire change saw Ricciardo fall behind Lewis Hamilton and eventually finish in his second place. But the Australian driver would get his redemption just 2 years later when he claimed a stunning victory at the Monaco GP after starting from pole position. Attending the Monaco GP is an experience unlike any other in the world of motorsport. The race is held in one of the most glamorous settings in the world, with the track winding through the streets of Monte Carlo and past some of the most luxurious buildings in the world. The harbour is always packed with some of the most impressive yachts in the world, as owners and guests enjoy the race from the comfort of their own floating palaces. And the crowd that pack the streets and grandstands are some of the most enthusiastic in the world, creating an atmosphere that is both electric and infectious. And when the race is over, the partying begins. Monaco is known for its vibrant nightlife and the Grand Prix weekend is no exception, with parties and events happening all over the city. But at the heart of it all is the race itself, with the drivers threading their way through the narrow streets and hairpin turns of the Monaco circuit, putting their skills and courage to the test in one of the most demanding races in the world. With that, we come to the end of our journey through the history, significance and excitement of the Monaco GP. From the unique challenges of the circuit in Monaco to the glamorous setting and legendary moments of the race. It's clear why this event holds such a special place in the world of motorsports. We hope you've enjoyed this look at the Monaco GP and it has given you a newfound appreciation for this iconic race. Thank you for joining us on this journey and we'll see you next time for more exciting adventures in the world of motorsports.